सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः। पंचभूताय नमः। सद्गुरुवे नमः। श्री पृथ्व्यै नमः। आदियोगीश्वराय नमः।
Namaskaram and a very warm welcome to the online Shivanga Sadhana initiation. We will start the session with an invocation. Please repeat after Sadguru.
Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritangamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Please open your eyes slowly. To receive what is offered today in the best way possible, there are a few guidelines. We request you to dedicate the next 1.5 hours exclusively for this purpose. Please ensure that you have a private space that is free from disturbances or interruptions. Please ensure that you have a stable internet connection with enough data to complete the session. If you have limited data, we suggest changing the settings of the YouTube video by lowering the resolution to 360, 240 or 144 pixels. If you wish to change the settings, please do so now. It is best to use your laptop and switch off your mobile phone. If you are using your mobile phone, please avoid attending to calls or checking messages for the next 1.5 hours. It is best to use headphones. During the initiation, you will be learning the powerful Shiva Namaskar practice. Please keep a space of 6 feet by 6 feet around you for this. During the process, please avoid eating, drinking, or using the restroom. If you have any technical issues, such as the video or audio not being clear, please write to us in the chat box and we will look into it. Now we offer an Aarti to Dhyanalinga. After the Aarti, we will watch a discourse by Sadguru where he is speaking about the significance of Shivanga Sadhana. Please sit in a cross-legged posture with your palms facing upward and eyes open. If you have been through the inner engineering or Hatha Yoga programs, then you can sit in Ardha Siddhasana.
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। For one who has nurtured the fire of devotion within himself, for him there is no day and night, for him there is no light and darkness, for him there is no up and down. For that one, there is no such thing as joy and misery. Shivanga means it's a limb of Shiva, you are a part of him. Shivanga means to become an anga. You know what's an anga? A limb of Shiva. You are anyway limb of Shiva, okay? Shiva means that which is not. The huge body of that which is not has a few limbs. Now, one may be a galaxy, another may be a star, another may be a solar system, another may be a planet, another may be an atom, another may be you. But all these are just limbs of Shiva, isn't it? Because everything has come from nothing. You are a limb of Shiva, but you are living without that awareness. So the sadhana is structured in such a way to bring this into your awareness. Can you exist here without being connected to the rest of the universe? When I say universe, not stars, this, that, without being connected to the nothingness in the universe, can you exist here for a moment? You cannot, isn't it? Anyway, you are an extension of Shiva. Shiva, I want you to take this idea, I want to take the calendar god out of your mind and understand Shiva means the limitless expanse of the existence or that which does not exist. Your existence is a limb of that. Whether you are an atom or a man or a woman or a tree or a planet or a solar system or a universe, you are still a Shivanga. But you are living without that connection, being conscious of that connection. The nature of human existence is such, whatever you are not conscious of does not even exist for you, isn't it? Yes? Only what you're conscious of exists for you. What you're not conscious of, however big it may be, it does not exist for you at all. So, this is not a new thing. You are already a limb of Shiva, but we want to bring this into your awareness experientially, not as a philosophy, not as an ideology, not as somebody's teaching, but experientially. So a whole process which lasts for about 42 days is set up so that you go through this whole process to come to that experience, establish this in your life that you're actually a limb of Shiva. If you felt connected with the whole universe, Would you have fear? Would you have loneliness? Would you have struggle in this world? Would you? Only because you think you're an existence by yourself. You're a unique piece of existence, not connected to anything around you or anybody around you. That is why suffering, that is why loneliness, that is why struggle, that is why fear, isn't it? And that is why death. If you are a limb of Shiva, if you die into it, what's the problem? If you experienced yourself as an extension of this vast nothingness, if this falls down, what will happen? You will only become a part of that. What's the big problem? Only because that experience is not there. There is so much struggle with every little process. Everything is a struggle now. Birth is a big struggle, growing up is a big struggle, getting old is a struggle, dying is a big struggle. This is all something that should happen effortlessly, because this is a natural process, you don't have to do anything to grow up, isn't it? Yes or no? It is happening. What do you have to do? It's just happening. You just have to facilitate it, that's all. But you are making such a big fuss out of it because you think you are spinning the planet, you think you are running the whole universe, and you think you have to manage everything. No, if you are connected to the limitless process of the existence, the limited will happen effortlessly. Your body, your mind, your life, your spiritual process, your mukti should happen effortlessly because this is natural for a human being. If you plant a mango plant, you don't have to go and educate the mango plant how to produce a mango, isn't it? If it's well nourished, it will produce mangoes. Similarly, if a human being is fully nourished and becomes a full-fledged human being, to be enlightened, to be liberated should be natural process. That is the nature of life. It is not something that I have to force you to do. It is something should happen because you feel you are a separate existence. Right now you are unconscious of your unity with the rest. That is why the struggle is going on. Whether it is health, mental balance, fear, becoming joyful, all these things are based in just this, that right now you have the illusion of believing that you are a separate existence by yourself. If you do not get me what I am saying, just close your mouth, hold your nose like this for 2 minutes, you will understand you are connected with the rest of the existence. Yes or no? If you become truly separate, you will fall dead, you will cease to exist. Your existence is possible only because of the connection. But how unfortunate when you're connected with something so tremendous, not being conscious of it, not knowing it, not experiencing the joy of it. I think it's a crime. So Shivanga is just to avoid that crime. It will have immense benefits in terms of health, well-being, everything, but those are just side effects. Those things don't even concern me. If it concerns you, I'm telling you, bringing physical balance, mental balance, health, well-being, these things will happen. But I feel this should not even be a concern for a human being, because every cell in your body is geared to be healthy. Ill health happens only because we somewhere lost tune with it. If we get connected to this dimension of life, health, well-being, prosperity, these things should happen. Above all, living blissfully is a natural process. So, this is a fundamental process which is set up to create the right ambience in you. Whatever practice you do, whatever else you do, you need a proper ambience. If there is no ambience, nothing works properly. That is a fact of life. So the Shivanga sadhana is about setting that ambience so that whatever else you do, you have a fundamental basis so that everything prospers on this platform. Or in other words, you are building a spiritual platform for yourself so that whatever else you do upon it works well.
We will now go through the Shivanga sadhana initiation process step by step. It's important that you give yourself completely to this process.
Sadhana time means this is the time to bring humility. This is the time to live like you're just another creature on the planet, which you are. You may have ideas, but the reality is you're just another creature on the planet. And being just another creature is not a bad thing, it's a great blessing. Otherwise, you're just a psychological case. So, this is a time to understand that you're just another creature, you're not something else. The sadhana is devised to make this sink a little deeper into you, because only a living thing can evolve. So the sadhana is structured this way. There are many aspects to this. One is to use the body in a certain way. There is a simple process called Shiva Namaskar, which those who get into the sadhana will do.
The first part of Shivanga sadhana involves a powerful practice called Shiva Namaskar. We will now see the demonstration of Shiva Namaskar.
Shiva Namaskaram. This is a series of 7 postures. He will demonstrate 3 cycles. Please observe.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Now, we will look at the 7 steps one by one with instructions. Stand with your feet about shoulder width distance apart and parallel to each other. Bring your hands together into Namaskar. The knuckles of the thumbs are bent and pressing into Anahata. Feel the soft spot approximately half an inch below where the rib cage meets. Eyes closed. This is the starting position. 1. Maintaining the Namaskar posture, stretch your hands out at a 45-degree angle to the ground and raise them up. Stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out. 2. Bend forward in the Namaskar posture and touch the floor with the arms fully stretched. Keep your knees as straight as possible. 3. Squat down and pull the Namaskar to your chest. 4. With teeth clenched, say Shiva and simultaneously push the hands straight out with as much tension as you can, like you are pushing a mountain. Shiva! 5. With teeth clenched, suck the air back and simultaneously move the hands back to the chest like you are pulling a mountain. 6. As you stand up, simultaneously stretch the arms out and raise them up. Once again, stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out, maintaining the Namaskar posture. 7. Bring the arms down, come back to the starting position and chant Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
We will look at the Shiva Namaskaram once again, along with instructions. Please observe. Stand with your feet about shoulder width distance apart. Bring your hands together into Namaskar. Knuckles pressing into Anahata. Eyes closed. 1. Maintaining the Namaskar posture, stretch your hands out. Raise them up. Stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out. 2. Bend forward in the Namaskar posture and touch the floor with the arms fully stretched. 3. Squat down and pull the namaskar to your chest. 4. With teeth clenched, say Shiva and simultaneously push the hands with as much tension as you can, like you are pushing a mountain. Shiva! 5. With teeth clenched, suck the air back and simultaneously move the hands back to the chest, like you are pulling a mountain. 6. As you stand up, simultaneously stretch the arms out and raise them up. Once again, stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out. 7. Bring the arms down. Come back to the starting position and chant Om Namah Shivaya once.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Now, you must do this as briskly as possible. You must do this minimum 21 times a day.
Shiva Namaskaram should be done on empty stomach. It must be practiced either before sunrise or after sunset. It must be done 21 cycles at a stretch. Do it with devotion.
After the practice,
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the kitchen for another recipe video. I'm Derek.
please sit cross-legged, eyes closed, until the breath settles. Now we will do it together slowly with the instructions. Please stand up. Stand with your feet about shoulder width distance apart and parallel to each other. Bring your hands together into Namaskar. The knuckles of the thumbs are bent and pressing into Anahata. Feel the soft spot approximately half an inch below where the rib cage meets. Eyes closed. This is the starting position. 1. Maintaining the Namaskar posture, stretch your hands out at a 45-degree angle to the ground and raise them up. Stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out. 2. Bend forward in the Namaskar posture and touch the floor with the arms fully stretched. Keep your knees as straight as possible. 3. Squat down and pull the Namaskar to your chest. 4. With teeth clenched, say Shiva and simultaneously push the hands straight out with as much tension as you can, like you are pushing a mountain. Shiva! 5. With teeth clenched, suck the air back and simultaneously move the hands back to the chest like you are pulling a mountain. 6. As you stand up, simultaneously stretch the arms out and raise them up. Once again, stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out, maintaining the Namaskar posture. 7. Bring the arms down, come back to the starting position and chant Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Please open your eyes and sit down. For those finding it difficult to do the practice, we will look at some of the modifications. If you are unable to squat down and stand up easily, you can try to keep your feet a little further apart, but ensure they are parallel to each other. If this is still difficult and you are unable to do the Shiva Namaskaram with feet slightly apart, you can put a piece of wood or cushion of about 1 inch thickness underneath the heels to raise them up. Once in the squatting posture, if you are unable to stand up easily, maintain the Namaskar and use your hands as support by pressing down on the floor to assist you to stand up. If this is still not enough, you can hold a post or column as support to sit down and stand up. Because of injury or age, if you are still unable to do the practice even with support, you can sit in a chair and do the practice. We will do it again. Please stand up. Second cycle. Stand with your feet about shoulder width distance apart and parallel to each other. Bring your hands together into Namaskar. The knuckles of the thumbs are bent and pressing into Anahata. Feel the soft spot approximately half an inch below where the rib cage meets. Eyes closed. This is the starting position. 1. Maintaining the Namaskar posture, stretch your hands out at a 45-degree angle to the ground and raise them up. Stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out. 2. Bend forward in the Namaskar posture and touch the floor with the arms fully stretched. Keep your knees as straight as possible. 3. Squat down and pull the Namaskar to your chest. 4. With teeth clenched, say Shiva and simultaneously push the hands straight out with as much tension as you can, like you are pushing a mountain. Shiva! 5. With teeth clenched, suck the air back and simultaneously move the hands back to the chest like you are pulling a mountain. 6. As you stand up, simultaneously stretch the arms out and raise them up. Once again, stretch your body backwards like a bow, fully stretched out, maintaining the Namaskar posture. 7. Bring the arms down, come back to the starting position and chant Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Third cycle. Starting position. 1. Stretch your hands out. Bend your body backwards like a bow. 2. Bend forward. Touch the floor. 3. Squat down. 4. Say Shiva. Push the hands straight out. Shiva! 5. Move the hands back to the chest. 6. Stand up. Stretch your body backwards like a bow. 7. Come back to the starting position. Chant Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Fourth cycle.
Starting position. 1. Stretch your hands out. Bend your body backwards like a bow. 2. Bend forward. Touch the floor. 3. Squat down. 4. Say Shiva. Push the hands straight out.
Shiva!
5. Move the hands back to the chest. 6. Stand up. Stretch your body backwards like a bow. 7. Come back to the starting position. Chant Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Relax your arms. Please open your eyes.
Please do 17 more cycles on your own. Do it as briskly as you can, with devotion. After the 17 cycles,
Please sit cross-legged, eyes closed until the breath settles.
Now we will do the Sarvebhyo Devebhyo chant followed by the Yoga Yogeshwaraya chant 3 times along with Sadguru.
Am Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha. Am Panchabhutaya Namaha. Am Shri Satguruve Namaha. Am Shri Prithviyai Namaha. Am Adiyogishwaraya Namaha. Am Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha. Am Panchabhutaya Namaha. Am Shri Satguruve Namaha. Am Shri Prithviyai Namaha. Am Adiyogishwaraya Namaha. Am Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha. Am Panchabhutaya Namaha. Am Shri Satguruve Namaha. Am Shri Prithviyai Namaha. Am Adiyogishwaraya Namaha. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya Bhuta-bhuta-bhuteshwaraya Kala-kala-kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya
Please open your eyes slowly. We will now review the sadhana. First, you do 21 cycles of Shiva Namaskar. Those who are unable to squat can place a 2 to 3 inch thick cushion or a folded bed sheet under your heels as a support. After completing 21 cycles of Shiva Namaskar, sit with your eyes closed till your breath settles. Then do the Sarvebhyo Devebhyo chant 3 times, followed by the Yoga Yogeshwaraya chant 3 times. There are a few other important aspects of the sadhana. Sadguru will now guide us.
There is a very big difference between doing what I like and doing what is needed. When you start doing what is needed, there is no such thing as what is it that I like and what is it that I do not like. If you just transcend this one thing, that I like something, I dislike something, if you just transcend this one thing, 90% of your spiritual work is over. That's all. Because the karma generating machine, the basis of bondage is just this: I like this, I don't like this. I love this, I hate this. Once you divide creation like this, your ability to touch that dimension, which we call as the source of creation, is out of reach for you. I want you to pay attention, all the children also, okay? Hello? All of you should pay attention to small things. A blade of grass, a leaf, an ant. You saw an ant? Huh? Really closely, you must look at an ant. Whoever made this ant, has it been made with meticulous attention or simply, okay, just a bloody ant? Huh? What do you think? Very well made? Well made or no? Very well made, isn't it? Fantastic ant actually, not just a bloody ant. So if the creator, if the source of creation is willing to pay that much attention to a tiny little ant, who the hell are you to decide what you like and what you dislike? We like this, we don't like this. You like a cockroach? Why? Suppose Shiva came in the disguise of a cockroach, what will you do, huh? Namaskaram you'll do. But how will you know it is Shiva or just another cockroach, huh? Huh? How will you know? You don't know. So better do namaskaram to every cockroach because who knows which one is Shiva? It's very simple. This is what this culture taught you. You see a tree, oh Shiva. You see a stone, Shiva. You see a dog, Shiva. You see a cow, Shiva. Because you don't know. You don't know today what is his disguise. Better not take a chance, isn't it? Huh? Better not take a chance. At least start with the human beings. You don't know in what disguise he's come today. Huh? Isn't it? Suppose who knows? This is why, whoever you see, because who knows today what is the disguise? If you're like this, grace will be upon you. There's no question. You don't have to go in search. You don't have to go in search of God or truth. It will rain upon you. It will. And one important part of the sadhana is, you must go out and beg from at least 21 people for something. And when they give you something, you should not see what they're giving. Suppose they're just giving you 25 paisa coin. Are pavi? So you must stretch out your hands and look at their face in supplication. When they are giving, you must close your eyes, not see what they're giving. Learning to receive, whether it is 1 rupee or 1 million, to receive it with the same sense. When you give, you must see what you're giving, because anyway you will be giving less than what you can give. But when you receive, you must close your eyes, whatever they give, whether it's 1 rupee or 1 million rupees or whatever, you must receive it with the same sense of gratitude. And when giving and taking can be just a mere transaction or can become a process of inclusion. Everything you take in your hands and give it to somebody, everything somebody takes and give it to you, can become a way of sharing, and it can become much more. It can become a way of breaking the boundaries of who you are. So the sadhana is about this, that to receive, we don't know what they'll give you, whether they'll give you 1 paisa or 1 crore, we do not know what they'll give you. But to receive that 1 paisa, you have to give away something of yours, your pride, your sense of ego, your sense of who you are, to keep that aside and just go and ask for this shirtless. If you wear a shirt, you'll become a big man. You have to go shirtless, and at least with 21 people. You can beg with 200 people if you want. At least 21 people, you must go and ask for something. And that, whatever something you gather, will be used to feed so many people who are here and Mahashivratri and other days when people come.
So, as Sadhguru guided, an important part of the sadhana is to ask for bhiksha or alms from at least 21 people. You must ask for bhiksha without a shirt. That means you should not be wearing anything above the waist while asking for bhiksha. What we have seen is that people respond positively and the apprehensions are only within us, not on the outside. So please do not hesitate to ask for bhiksha. This is also an opportunity for you to break some of your limitations. Also, as Sadhguru mentioned, you can look at everything and everyone as Shiva. You can also address everybody as Shiva. You can do this for the next 42 days. This will help you deepen your sadhana. We will now see how to make use of the items that you have received in the Shivanga kit to enhance the sadhana. If you have not received the Shivanga kit, then you can order one on ishalife.com or from an Isha Veera near you. In the Shivanga kit, you would have received a 21 bead Rudraksha Mala with a Dhyanalinga pendant, a black cloth, a photo of Dhyanalinga, a mantra sheet, Dhyanalinga Vibhuti, and a Bhiksha Hundi. The Rudraksha Mala with the Dhyanalinga pendant should be worn throughout the sadhana period. Please ensure that the yantra side of the pendant is touching your body. The black cloth should be tied on your upper right arm. If you need to wash the cloth, then you can rinse it in plain water, but do not wash it with soap. If you have not received the Shivanga kit till now, you can take a piece of black cotton cloth measuring 18 inches long and 2 to 3 inches wide and tie it on your upper right arm. If this cloth does not fit around your arm, then you can use a little bigger cloth. If needed, you can take somebody's help to tie the black cloth on your arm. There is no restriction on the number of knots you use, and if the cloth slips off your arm for any reason, you need not worry, you can tie it back again. For the next 42 days, you must take a bath at least twice a day with water that is at room temperature. Please ensure that you use only the herbal bathing powder and avoid using soap. Vibhuti should be applied between the eyebrows, at the pit of the throat, behind the ears, on the solar plexus, and 3/4 of an inch below the navel. We will now review the instructions for Shivanga sadhana again. Shiva Namaskar is a powerful sadhana and should be done with devotion 21 times a day in one stretch, either before sunrise or after sunset on an empty stomach. Please ensure that you finish your meal at least 4 hours before, snacks 2.5 hours before, and any beverage except water at least 1.5 hours before the practice of Shiva Namaskar. After completing 21 cycles of Shiva Namaskar, please sit in a cross-legged posture. Once your breath settles down, chant Sarvebhyo Devebhyo 3 times. Then chant Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya 3 times. If you have any doubts or confusion about the practice of Shiva Namaskar, you can refer to the Shiva Namaskar video on YouTube. It would be best to do the daily Shivanga sadhana in front of the Dhyanalinga photo with a lamp. The photo can be placed in any direction on a clean white cloth. For the next 42 days, you should have only 2 meals a day. The first meal should be taken after 12 noon. You should not smoke, consume alcohol, or eat non-vegetarian food for the next 42 days. Every day, you should consume a mixture of neem leaves or bilva leaves and black peppercorns with honey. This mixture should be prepared in the following manner. We will now see how to prepare this mixture. Soak 8 to 10 black peppercorns overnight along with 2 or 3 bilwa or neem leaves in honey. Also, soak a handful of groundnuts in water overnight. In the morning, after completing your daily Shivanga sadhana and other practices like Hatha Yoga, Shambhavi Mahamudra, and Shakti Chalana Kriya, you can consume the mixture. First, chew the soaked bilwa or neem leaves. Then you can chew the soaked peppercorns. Then add lime juice to the honey and drink it. You can add some water to the mixture if you wish. In the end, consume the soaked groundnuts. Even if you practice Shiva Namaskar after sunset, you should consume the mixture and the groundnuts in the morning. It's best to wear white or light colored clothes for the next 42 days. You must ask for bhiksha from a minimum of 21 people. When you ask for bhiksha, it should be done without wearing a shirt. While doing this process, please take necessary precautions against the pandemic situations. As you know, the sadhana culminates after 42 days with a pilgrimage to the Veliyangiri mountains. Veliyangiri mountains are also known as the Kailash of the south. These mountains have served as the abode of many great masters, yogis, and mystics who deposited their knowledge here. For those who are coming to the Dhyanalinga to culminate their sadhana, we will guide you on the next steps in a few days. Please remember to bring the Bhiksha Hundi along with you. For those who are unable to come to Isha Yoga Center for the culmination, there will be an online culmination session for them. We will share the details of how you can culminate the sadhana at your home in a few days. We hope that the instructions are clear to you. We will post the list of frequently asked questions with answers on the Shivanga WhatsApp groups. You can refer to this group if you have any such doubts. Since all communication and updates will be posted on the WhatsApp group, we request all of you to join the group. Now Sadhguru will guide us on how to maintain the intensity of the sadhana for these 42 days.
You cannot do just your sadhana with great intensity and do the rest of your life in a tepid way. It's not possible to do that. If you bring intensity into every aspect of your life, your sadhana also will find intensity. Just doing sadhana alone in an intense way and conducting your life like a mop cloth just won't work. You must bring intensity to everything, just everything. Then people at work won't complain, people in the family won't complain, they'll all enjoy it. You have to make every aspect of your life into your sadhana. After all, what does sadhana mean? Sadhana means a device. You're employing your body or your breath or your mind or your emotion as a device to move yourself to a higher possibility. Can't you use you're walking down the Mumbai street as a device to do that? Can't you? Can't you use your activity in your workplace as a way, as a stepping stone for a higher level of balance and capability? Can't you do that? Can't you do your home situation for that? You need to understand this. By doing sadhana, yes, life could become intense. By conducting life with a certain sense of awareness, your sadhana could become intense. So they are not separated and they can never be separated. So sadhana has to become 24 hours. So you have to create a passion for your growth. The difference between a materialistic person and a spiritual person is just this. A materialistic person is ruthless with other people, but very kind to himself. A spiritual person is ruthless with himself, very kind to everybody else. If you're very kind to yourself, it's a very small area to practice your kindness, isn't it? Very large field to practice your ruthlessness. If you're ruthless with yourself and kind to everybody, then you have a large area to practice your kindness and compassion. Very small area to practice your ruthlessness. If you do not create such a passion within you that you want to reach towards a certain possibility within yourself, then there will be no intensity. Wherever there is passion, there is intensity, isn't it? Yes or no? So, generate a passion, this is called ichcha. Develop a great desire that I want to be like that. Don't think whether it's possible or not possible. Whether it happens or it doesn't happen is not the issue. You lived your life burning for the highest possibility. In that burning itself there is liberation. In that burning itself is mukti. Because once you have said to yourself, I think we were just now singing this, Nischala Tattvam Jivan Mukti. That's all it takes. If you're changing your direction every few moments, now you think what's happening on the street is a distraction, what's happening in the office is a distraction, what's happening at home is a distraction. They are not distractions, they're all spiritual tools. Use all of them, whichever way they come. Your husband can be a good spiritual tool if you know how to make use of him. Your wife can be a good spiritual tool. Your boss can be, even your mother-in-law. Oh, what a wonderful spiritual tool. Without her, you wouldn't know where you stand, isn't it? Yes? Without her, you wouldn't know the depths of your frustration, your misery and isn't it so? So, if you have a single-minded passion towards something, everything is supportive to you.
We thank you for joining the session. We hope you can make use of this sadhana as a turning point in your life. Namaskaram.